I accidentally deleted the first few videos, so this is a reenactment of the first one, okay? What did I get? I got a box in the mail! And it looks like somebody drop-kicked it. I hope the insides are okay. These are things I said in the original video. And what should be inside? But this! What is this? And I open it. And I open it. And inside it looks like a wallet filled with $1 million. Is it? Let's hope so, hey? Oh, it's just as good. It's a sat-nav, a satellite navigational system, a GPS. A TomTom. And I dropped the rest of the stuff on the floor. And the accoutrement, the cords and such that go with it. Woohoo! I've always wanted one of these things. What's this thing? This thing. Most people today don't use these things. These are called maps. And it folds out. And is it right side up? No. And it shows you the whole state. This is the state of Missouri. On the back they have larger versions of the major cities. And they fold all back up and you can stick them in a little pocket in your car so you have a map. Most people use their smartphones. I don't have a smartphone. But I do have a road atlas. The United States. You've got San Francisco and Los Angeles. Denver. Where's Denver? No, wait a minute. Yeah, Denver. Denver. Iowa, St. Louis, New York, Eastern Seaboard there, and then you've got Florida. I grew up in Iowa. I had relatives in Philadelphia. So it took us 2 days to get there, and we'd stop somewhere in Ohio or something. We drove in a car with 3 kids in the back. And we were always fighting who got to sit next to the window. I think the littlest, my brother that's 6 years younger than I, got the middle. Because when you had the middle, you had the hump on the floor where the transaxle went underneath the car. And I always asked for the map. Because I wanted to go along and drive across with my finger, you know. That's why in an airplane, when they show the airplane on the route on the little table in front of you, on the back seat of in front of you, oh, I love that. Oh my God. I just noticed there's a hole in Pennsylvania. Oh no. Like this is Tennessee. These are like the major cities kind of enlarged so you can see where your way around. Like if we were driving on this highway here, I would follow along and I'd want to know what city we were coming to next. Mom sat in the front, we kids sat in the back. She'd give us 3 sugar wafers. She'd dole out 3 sugar wafers if we were good. Sugar, 3 kids, confined space. You do the math. My brother Richard ate all 3 of his immediately. David kind of took his time eating his. Me? I'd look at the map and I'd say, when we get to this city, then I will eat the first cookie. I'm weird like that. But it was some kind of control, I suppose. And we usually stopped somewhere overnight. Now, I've driven with the kids all the way from here to Philadelphia. It takes about 19 hours. But when you have 3 little kids and you're in a car and all that stuff, well, we stopped halfway somewhere, like in Ohio or something. My mom had the quickest backhand in the West. Now these are days when that kind of thing was not considered child abuse. Be quiet or I'll give you something to cry about. Yep. Be glad you don't live in that time. Maybe some of you still do, and I hope you don't. But I never did that to my kids. Be that as it may. This little instruction booklet that's all in Spanish. Well, I went online and I looked up the instruction manual for this thing. 80 pages. I printed it out, and there's so much to know. All these little symbols mean something. How can you be driving and see one of these symbols, and I think you need a co-pilot or a navigator with you. I don't think this is safe for just a driver and a sat nav? Yes, that's it. Satellite navigator. You have to really get used to this. It's like typing a program on a computer like Excel or something. You have to be really, really good at it to do it without thinking a whole lot. And I'm good at not thinking a whole lot. No, I think too much. But it's like reading War and Peace to me. So I guess in my spare time, I'll make as much spare time as possible to read this thing and figure out how to use it. Because there's a couple journeys that I want to do that aren't too far from here. And generally around here it's all highway, and it's easy to get to places. But once in a while, you have to go off the beaten path. So I think I'll try it sometime, but it's just so much to know. Gadzooks. If I had one of these little if I had one of these GPS things when I was a kid in the backseat of the car, you'd never heard a peep out of me. I'd be sitting there looking at the car, arrow going, you know, I would have loved it. I would have just been so happy. Happy as a clam, they say, and I don't know where they get that expression from. We have so many expressions that are stupid, but they're there. Oh well. I've always wanted one of these things. I like this kind of nerdy stuff. That's me. I have a meeting. Oh, shoot. Battery dead. It's about a half an hour later. I had to recharge a battery, and now somebody over there has been having branches trimmed all day, and now they're grinding them up. So that's what all this noise is. But I had saved for quite some time and hoped to find one of these on sale. I got it reconditioned. And apparently it's a British company, because when you look up any extra things online, they're all listed in pounds, not dollars. So, like having a different voice command. Apparently this, you can have either human voice or computer type voice, or you can purchase celebrity voices or funny voices. Those all cost extra. With that, I don't even know how to use this thing yet. I don't know what I got myself into. This is very, very complicated. And some people are going, that's nothing. But, yeah. It's not that you can't teach old dogs new tricks. It's just it takes them longer to learn it. Woof, woof. Upward and onward.